Salutations readers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nkechi and this is going to be my Tarot Readathon TBR. If you do not know what the Tarot Readathon is, it is a month-long readathon that's inspired by tarot cards, and you don't need to believe in tarot in order to participate in this readathon. You just have to use tarot cards in order to pick your TBR. It's also a points-based, teamed-based kind of readathon as well. In the past few years, it has been hosted in the month of July, but this year it's actually hosted in the month of June. So that's actually kind of really exciting, not gonna lie. I like the fact that it's in June. And it is hosted by Noelle from Noelle Sunday and Deja from Deja's Book World. I will link both of their announcement videos in the video description down below. So check them out if you want some more information, because I'm kind of going to speed through all of this introductory information right now. And I'm going to look here because I need to look at my notes. And also the way that this readathon is set up, there are 4 teams for each of the suits: Wands, Cups, Swords, Pentacles, and there are 3 creators who are co-hosts for each of those teams. That's pretty much it as far as some introductory info. Now, for my team, I've been choosing Wands for the past couple of years, and that's what I'm going to do. Actually, in the past couple of years, no, I started doing this last year. So last year was the first time I participated in the Tarot Readathon. It was really fun, and this year I'm going to participate with Team Wands again, which the co-hosts are Steph from Steph Loves, Jordan from Sorry Booked Solid, and Brittany from Vox Femina Books. I will be linking their channels down in the video description down below if you want to check out their content as well, especially if you're part of Team Wands. This year, they're kind of actually changing up how each of the teams are going to have like a special power-up, because each of the teams, since they're all like tarot card suits, each of them have like also elemental powers. They also have a little bit of power-up as well, because for Team Cups, it's water, Pentacles is earth, Swords is air, Wands is fire related. So they're kind of doing that kind of elemental stuff last year. Now this year is slightly different. There's actually a whole graphic here, actually I'm gonna put in the screen. And it's kind of like showing like as if it's a 3-card spread a little bit. And these are optional modifiers that you can apply for your tarot card pulls or cards for prompt flexibility or to earn extra points. For me, honestly, I did a lot of the card swap, which is for the second position, where you draw a card, you choose between the two and which of the prompts you want to fulfill, because they were cards that I just like did not really care for the prompts. And of course there's options for double points. Now as far as my TBR here, I didn't really pick anything that would fit the double points, so I don't got that. And yeah, so the only time I really use these modifiers is for the card swap. And yeah, every single team has an alternate prompt, card swap, or double point prompt opportunities. Happy about that. Now let's get actually to the TBR itself. As far as the tarot card deck that I've chosen to help me pick my tarot cards, if you're new here, this is the tarot card deck that I have. This is my favorite, Tarot of the Divine. I really love this set. It's very, very beautiful. Each of the tarot cards are inspired by mythology and folklore from around the world. So I have 3 cards here. I already did the draws already. I didn't film myself doing all that because honestly it was just a lot to, because I swapped a lot of the cards, so I was not trying to film all that because there would be a lot of editing. Anyways, let's start with the very first one. So the very first one that I kind of just stuck with, I didn't have to swap it or anything. The first one was 8 of Wands. And the prompt is to read a book you think you will fly through. Now for this one, I don't own the book physically, but I did choose to go with The Trees by Percival Everett. This is the author of James. And I do know The Trees is a heavy story because I think The Trees is inspired by the death of Emmett Till. Yeah, sorry, I just had to relook at the synopsis because it was inspired by the story of Emmett Till, because there was a slew of murders and a dead body that resembled Emmett Till, but I think there's something to do with the ghost, is there not? Yeah, I think there's something spiritual that's going on in this. It's mystery thriller. I loved reading James, and even though The Trees is indeed a heavier story, I do think I will fly through because it's also not very long. I got the audiobook from Libra FM, and it's pretty short. It's nearly 8 hours long, so I think I'm gonna fly through it despite the heavy content. So yeah, 8 of Wands. I am looking forward to reading The Trees. Now the next card here, I did have to do a few card swaps with, not gonna lie. I really had a hard time honestly with my TBR because I'm trying to get back into reading again, and I'm hoping that with this particular card, I will be able to find maybe a new favorite book. We shall see. And I have King of Swords, and the prompt is to read a book with scientific elements. So that's sci-fi, the scientist characters, etc. And I actually do have 2 options for this particular prompt. I easily have access to 2 sci-fi books. So one of them is The Last Contract of Isako by Fonda Lee. I have it as an ER thanks to Orbit Books. This is actually a book that I currently have on pause as well. So I'm not actively reading it, but I do want to get back into it. And obviously it's a sci-fi because it takes place in space. We do follow an older protagonist as well. And even though I have already started reading this, the rule I think for this readathon is if you have not, I think you have I can't remember if there's a rule if you already started. I think there's a rule about how far into a book you have read from the previous month before the readathon started, if you can count it. But I'm so early on, I'm less than 10% into that book. So I think I can easily count The Last Contract of Isako if I finish in the month of June for this particular prompt. But if not, though, I do have a backup that I am interested in, and that is Clay's Arc by Octavia E. Butler, the 3rd book in the Patternist series. I have read Wild Seed and Mind of My Mind already, and this is the 3rd book. I have not been continuing on with the series in the past few months thanks to school. So I've been wanting to continue on with this story here. And I think in this one, because I don't know what's supposed to happen in this book at all. Yeah, there's a contagious alien disease. According to the synopsis, there's an alien disease, mutated their DNA, powerful, dangerous, compelled to infect others. So yeah, and I think they also leave the planet or something. So yeah, there's something going on here. It's definitely giving sci-fi to me. So this one will be a pretty good alternative as well if I don't get through The Last Contract of Isako on time, or I have trouble with Clay's Arc. I have options. So it's just between those 2 books to fulfill King of Swords. And then the 3rd and final card here is also a card that I have to swap several times as well, so I can get because I really want my TBR to be really, really good, and I'm hopeful that I get through these books. But the final prompt here is 5 of Cups. If this can actually focus. Is it focusing? Okay, that's focused. Cool. So the prompt is to read a book that deals with themes of loss, grief, or disappointment. Now, I did previously did enough book that could easily fulfill this prompt for sure. But I decided to go with a different book, and a book that I've been meaning to read for the past several months. It's been long overdue. I need to read The Death of Shame by Ambrose Parry. It is the 5th and final book in the Raven and Fisher mystery series. If you've seen this around, y'all have known that I pre-ordered this book. I think I got this book sometime October of last year, and I have yet to even crack it open and start reading it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to hurry up and actually finish this series. And that is it, y'all, as far as my TBR. It's very small. I do have options. But as far as books for my physical TBR, 2, for sure if I get through those 2. And as far as my LibreFM library, 1 as well, which I do believe I'm going to get through the trees. And yeah, that's it. It's a very, very small TBR. I'm not really trying to linger on for so long as far as figuring out my prompts and stuff, because I don't know how much I'm going to read in the month of June. My reading has definitely slowed down as we reach the midpoint of the year. But I do believe that I'm going to be able to pick it back up in the month of June. So if I find myself in a reading mood, I can definitely expand upon this TBR. But for right now, we're going to start with 3 books because that's the most I feel like I can trust myself at this point. But I'm optimistic, different kind of content levels, length as well, formats. So I'm quite confident that I'll be able to get through this TBR. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of this video. Thank you all for watching. Like the video if you like it. Comment down below if you're participating in the Tarot Readathon as well. Also, what team are you a part of? Are you part of Team Wands? I want to know. And if you like my vibe, you're new here, you want to follow some more content, as I'm finally getting back into doing YouTube content again, I consider subscribing if you have not done so already. And you made it this far, you're not sure what to say, but you want to leave me an emoji to let me know you're here. You got to leave me an emoji to represent any of the teams. So a wand for Team Wands, a cup for Team Cups. I think there's a coin emoji for Team Pentacles, and there, of course, the swords emoji for Team Swords. So one of those 4. You can do all 4 if you want, or one of the 4. Whichever one. Especially if you participate, definitely put an emoji for what team you're representing as well. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye.